Let's go in. Did the straight hair mankind races evolve out of ape man? Okay. Did they evolve out of ape man? The straight haired mankind races, that's gonna be the new popular term, because we gotta understand that they are opposite of us, considering we, the original prime race on the planet, don't grow straight hair. Here are some pictures of some Vanara, right? And there's a popular Vanara aside from Hanuman. Okay. Hey man, like however your spirit is set up in you, you will act that out. All right. There is a so-called Noonie Boo who wants to be the wisest leader of the Noonie Boos. His name is Tar Kenu, right? And so when we go into that name Tar, this is exactly how he spells it too, trying to be deep. T-A-A-R is a Vanara, a forest dweller, or ape-like being from the Hindu epic Ramayana. He is known for his wisdom and extraordinary intelligence. He served as a commander in the Vanara army led by King Sugriva. Okay. The Vanara are monkey people. Okay. Here's the name Tar here, son of Brihaspati. Okay. Hanuman comes from Kasari. All right. These are monkey people. According to the Hindu books of creation and their storytelling, okay, the Vanara are a race of monkey people who help the gods. Okay. And if you go into the introductions to the nature of nature, now when you think about this, you got to think about the Planet of the Apes, all those series, right? Vanara means monkey, forest monkey. Okay. Another thing you got to consider with this Hinduism and Christianity and the ghost race, remember they were extracted out of the Hindu. Okay. So they would get their spiritual power from the Hindu. Let's flip to the introductions to the nature of nature. You see where I have monkey. Okay, it says, of course, water life like seafood animals, and land life like hogs, cattle, the reliable equines, horses, mules, and donkeys, and the monkeys and apes should be mentioned with emphasis on them, because they have been very helpful to the survival of human beings. And the anthropoids, the apes, have been the subject of mankind's possible origin for years. But the fact is, mankind evolved from ape man. But the fact is, mankind evolved from ape man, and not the tailless but inhuman ape. However, some mundane scientists claim that the Ethiopian race is along the order of gorilla apes. But we all know that no apes have kinky hair. Okay? They also claim that the Phoenician race is along the order of chimpanzee apes, the Indian race is along the order of gibbon apes, and the Mongolian race is along the order of the young orangutan apes. Let it be remembered always, and let it be known. Okay? And so when you're dealing with these apes, right? When you start looking at the laws and penance, okay? This word lars, let's go up. Right there, this will take you to the Lord. You start talking about lars, you're talking about tutelary gods and household deities, right? When they say Abraham had to crush his deities, okay, I think this is played out in the Quran. The 360 idols, the idols they were worshiping, lars and penance, ties into the Lord. Going here, right? Lars, lasses, little lassie, guardian deities in ancient Rome with their skirts on. Okay. They may have been hero ancestors. Okay. Hero and lar is like the same thing. Okay. When you think about Superman, the heroes and all of that stuff, these are their deities. This is how they hid their deities in their comics, in their movies. Okay. They are still polytheistic, paganistic, very much paganistic. All right. Laws were believed to observe, protect, and influence all that happened within the boundaries of their location or function. So when you using the word Lord, right? When you're using the word Lord, all right, it breaks down into this word. The statues of domestic lairs were placed at the table during family meals. Their presence, cult, and blessing seem to have been required at all important family events. Okay, the breakdown on lairs is no different than having pictures of your family in your house. It's like the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Roman writers sometimes identify or conflate them with ancestor deities, domestic penance, and the hearth. Okay. When you come down here to the origin and development, you'll see the word itself seems to derive from the Etruscan lars, or larth, meaning Lord. Ancient Greek and Roman authors offer heroes and daemons. Daemons is demons, is a divine being. Okay. Not necessarily negative, but it became to be known as negative, but to them it was the divine being. Weinstock proposes a more ancient equivalence of lar and Greek hero. What would nine science be? Would be an inclusion, a compiling of all the information on the planet, which makes nine science the science of sciences, right? Okay. So that's Lars. When you're using the Lord in the Old and the New Testament, okay, as we can see, Lord is in English, Old English, 840-ounce term, okay? Master of a household, ruler, feudal lord, superior, husband, first, also God, translating Latin, dominus. If you're familiar with the first Spartacus, not the old one, but the remake, right before they made the other one because that dude died. I believe the main actor died of cancer. Spartacus was dope. If you haven't seen it, go check that out. But the name of the master was Dominus. Okay. Now, if you're familiar with BDS terms and things of that nature, you got a dominator, a dominatrix. Okay. To rule, dominate, to govern, right? Lord, master. Okay. From domus, house, household. one who was a ruler in their household. Okay. When you say Lord in the Bible, it's ambiguous. It's huge. Okay, because it's a title that deals with spiritual beings. Okay, sons of God, the many different Yahuwahs as a title, like Melchizedek was a Yahuwah, right? It deals with a lot, but we got to look at the old English term of the Lord and what it breaks down to. Okay, so there is more than one Lord. Who are you worshiping? Spell, spell, recite, spell out, break down, to tell, to talk, right? Threat can be a spell. To speak, preach, talk, and tell. You go down here. The oldest scents are obsolete from 1200s. An utterance, something said, a statement, a remark, the meaning, set of words with supposed magical or occult powers, incantation, charm. Hence, any occult influence or means or cause of enchantment was a spell. Okay, they taught us how to spell in school, right? Yahweh is against spells. Okay, is Christianity, Western Christianity, being used as a spell?